loves, welcome back to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by yet again to watch another video. And if you're a new subscriber on this channel, hi, I'm called Elomo. Please make sure you subscribe. I'm sure you're going to love it here. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about something which I think a lot of people do it, but coming from a place of ignorance on their part. So let's just shake that table and get right into the video. You guys a little backstory, right? So someday I saw something on somebody's status which read, when you post yourself praying, what are we supposed to do? Question mark. What's the aim of it? Please enlighten me. And honestly, I just wanted to skip past the status, like because I knew it was going to be like pouring water on a beg's back, or it's just going to be like an endless argument between like the back and forth. I was just not ready for it, so I just wanted to go past it. But again, on another thought, I was like, she was kind enough to say, please enlighten me, so let's actually just have a discussion, right? So I replied to her status and said, to motivate you to pray. And then she goes ahead to say, so people who don't pray have not been seeing other people praying. That's no motivation. Most people doing that are only seeking human validation. How can someone be praying to God then posting it? Then I went ahead to write her a very lengthy message, and I'm going to read it for you all here. I said, no, if you study psychology, then you will know how the human mind functions. For example, you're scrolling on social media and you watch somebody dancing to a sweet song really well. Subconsciously throughout the day, the song will ring in your mind, and especially if you knew the song before. Same thing with posting prayers. You are genuinely praying to God and motivating others who miss that feeling. It can only work for somebody whom it is aimed at. It is not aimed at touching everybody. It is aimed at a particular group of people who are the people who have lost time for praying to God. And if you don't belong to that group, you just cannot relate to the post. Besides, the person posting the person is not posting their entire prayer session. It's just a portion of it. Same when people go to the club and post their club videos. What are we supposed to do with it? Why would you not keep the enjoyment to yourself? That's how another person will view the post. But that's simply the person sharing what they love and enjoying at the moment. And club lovers will resonate with that post and love it. It takes a shift in mindset to see the good in people's posting, whether they are pretending or not. Now them know. Take the good you can take and leave the bad with them. That was just me trying to explain something. And then she goes ahead to say, all what you said is reasonable, but you see praying and posting, helping the poor and posting, all in the name of motivating others. This is not the case. It is hypocritical. People do not lack reasons to pray or motivation. There are tons of online prophetic sessions nowadays. Your prayer is for you and your God. You cannot compare it with going clubbing, because clubbing is an activity of leisure to have fun. It can never be the same with prayer. Prayer is sacred. People have reduced prayer to a thing of seeking validation from others. Prayer is supposed to remain sacred as our relationship with God. And then I go ahead to say, true, I totally agree with you. Personally, I don't believe in people helping the poor and posting, especially this thing of going to the orphanage on birthdays, blah, blah, blah. And we started exchanging voice notes, which I don't just want to play here to bore you guys. But this was me trying to talk to her, right? Because a lot of people have made that statement of, why do people post their self-praying, right? But like I told her, it's not like the person is posting their entire prayer session, right? Somebody just removes like 1 minute from the prayer session and post, and you guys say they are posting their entire prayer session. Now, there are people who do that for human validation. I'm not even canceling that part, right? But let's learn to take the good from people and leave the bad with them. If they're doing it for human validation, that's between them and their God. But let's look at it, especially Christian content creators. They have received a lot of backslash because of this particular thing too. I was having a conversation with my sister Judita some time ago, and she spoke of a subscriber who came to her channel and left a very nasty comment there, where she put a very short clip of herself studying her Bible, a very, very short clip, not up to even 1 minute or so. I think it was about 30 seconds or so even. And the person goes on and starts criticizing her. Oh, why are you posting yourself praying? We're not supposed to do something, supposed to be secret and all of that. In my head, I'm like, people are really suffering from their own issues, right? Because you don't come to my channel and tell me what I'm supposed to film and show and what I'm not supposed to. And it's your mindset that makes you feel like I'm trying to show off with me praying. Like, she doesn't even show you guys half of how she leaves her house. Like, she doesn't show you guys half of the work she put in into her family to make sure her family lives a godly life. We're talking about it the other day. I was like, wow, if you're actually supposed to show your entire life on the channel, then people will not even believe. They'll feel like it's too good to be true, you're faking it. Because in her house, her children do not even watch like other channels, so they watch the Christian channels. I was just like, so if you want to include all those nitty-gritty details of how your house is being run, they will feel like you're really just being hypocritical. But meanwhile, that's your life. It is you. And that's why I told that my friend that it is targeted for a particular group of people. It cannot resonate with everybody. No post in this life can resonate with everybody. And if a post is not for you and does not resonate with you, scroll past. As simple as that. You don't need to start going and fighting battles which are not meant for you, right? Just scroll and pass, right? It means for people who usually enjoy that type of fellowship with God, but maybe her body is so busy. When I'm scrolling on social media and I see somebody like deep worshiping and singing to a song, vibing to a song which I miss, you never can tell, right? There and there, the person can start singing with you. The song can be dropped in the person's heart, and that entire day, the person is worshiping to that song, and all of that, right? So people who see it like Christian content creators who are coming from they are coming from a place of showing off because they are posting snippets of themselves praying here and there. It's a whack mindset. As in, it's a very bad mindset for you to just feel like you're coming for them. And I feel like these Christian content creators who suffer the most from this, because like I told her, when people are posting their clubbing videos, what are we supposed to do with that video? If that's how we're supposed to look about it, like you should do your things in private, and she tells me clubbing is enjoyment, my worship time is also my enjoyment. If I post myself praying and doing, that's my own form of enjoyment. So you cannot reduce me to enjoy the way you feel is enjoyment for you, right? If that's my own enjoyment, I should also be left free to post my own form of enjoyment, right? Why you go ahead to post your own form of enjoyment? And people who love clubbing will resonate with your post, and people who love my prayer or love prayers will resonate with my prayers, right? I don't see why we are like, the sky is just too big for us all to fly. Why do we keep on coming for, especially Christian content creators? Please, let's get educated. If a Christian content creator posts something on their channels, their social media, Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever, they post themselves praying, studying the word of God, studying their Bibles, or any Christian stuff, please never look at it from a point of show off. That should be their conscience and their God. Leave it to them, right? Just take what you can take from them and say, oh, I really enjoy how this person is trying to is more intentional about their work with God. I really enjoy how this person is studying the Bible. Why can't I study my own Bible as well? I really enjoy how this person is taking out time to, worship and all of that. That's the impact they are looking forward to creating on you guys. Because so you think they don't pray behind the cameras? That's what I don't understand. So you think they don't worship behind the cameras, or you think their only prayer time is just that 5-second clip you see on their pages? It just doesn't make sense. They put in so much work behind the cameras which you guys don't see, and it's so wrong, and it aches my heart when I see people just judging Christian content creators from a 1 minute a video they put up on their page and say, oh, they're being hypocritical, we're not supposed to see you praying. The other things that we're not supposed to see people doing in this world, and people post on social media, nobody tells them shit. As in, nobody opens their mouth to tell them, oh, we're not supposed to see you dress half naked in your room. Nobody says that. As in, people just come for Christians and they want to box Christians, like, you should do this on social media, you should not do this on social media. When Christians don't box you that you should not post your clubbing videos on social media. Christians don't box you that you should not post your kind of life you're living on social media. So why do you want to box a Christian to post what you deem fit is decent, or is relevant for you, or is sacred for you? I don't get it. Like, please, let's learn to maintain and respect each other's space. The sky is so big for us all to fly, right? If you don't really know my content, scroll past, or you unfollow me, you unsubscribe, whatever one you want to do. Thank God to Uncle Mark. He has made this work so easy for some of us. If you don't like what you're seeing, the kind of content the person is posting, unfollow, unsubscribe. Just hit the block button. It's as easy as that. You don't need to go and start picking battles and fighting battles for things that are not even, like, they are not your battles to fight with, right? Now, on another note, outside this prayer stuff and people pretending, we started talking about the fact of people helping people and putting it on social media, and she said to her that was very hypocritical. Now, I'm coming from a place where I personally do not like when people help others and put it on social media and put their faces out on social media. Like, you go to the orphanage, you give children stuff, and you're posting their faces and all of that. To me, it's just some sort of, I don't know how to put it. I just don't like it, because I don't like you giving me something and you're showing the whole world that you're helping me, right? If you have stayed long enough on this channel, you will know that there was a time when I went to the hospital when my sister gave birth, and I met this critical situation of the baby was born prematurely and all of that. The young girl that was the mom, she had been there for long, she couldn't pay the bills and all of that, and I did a video about that. And while she was talking and explaining her story, I decided to put a sticker over her face. Now, people reached out to me personally on my Instagram and through email asking me why did I have to block her face. And I think I addressed that in a subsequent video I did. And I said, to me, I felt like it was just giving the girl another chance in life, right? Like, not everybody wants to know you when you pass on the street and they say, oh, now that girl that way you go carry belle, later you be there from 5. The boy abandoned me, mommy abandoned me, they left her in the hospital to suffer. Like, I just feel like it's just not necessary for me to put her face out there, and I'm the kind of person who believe in let me help you, and like we don't just need to, like, everybody doesn't need to know that you are the person I helped, right? For me personally, I wouldn't like that you want to help somebody on a personal note and you post it on social media, right? That's why I use the word personal note, okay? Now, if you're doing something, you're an NGO, you're doing something as a group, you need to give account to people how you spent their money and all of that. It's understandable that you take pictures and videos to show them as proof that okay, you actually went there and did this with the money that was intended to do so and so. That's totally reasonable. See, there's nothing that annoys me as somebody has their birthdays, they go and create a flyer and say, I want to go to the orphanage, so and so orphanage, to support these children and contribute, send me your contributions for me to go and buy gifts. In my head, I'm just like, that's the most insane thing. I have a personal problem when I see that, because I'm just like, why do you want to go and celebrate your birthday on another person's bill? Like, if you have plans that you did not just wake up one day all of a sudden from nowhere and say, oh, I'm going tomorrow to the orphanage to go and celebrate my birthday. No, that was not the case. You had planned it months before, so it means you had been saving months before, and whatever amount you have saved, it should be able to carry whatever project you want to do at that orphanage, right? Because it's something you're doing. You're going to go and give yourself a good name. You're going to make videos and the children will say, thank you so much, Auntie Carol, may God bless you. The kids always have a recited script that they have given them. When people come and give them stuff, they always sing that recited script and put the person's name there. So you just want those kids to go and say, thank you so much, Auntie Carol, may God bless you, your reward is in heaven. All those scripts that they say, and they say that is very good, and they clap for you, right? At the end of the rhymes that they sing there, they clap for you. So I'm like, you're going to give yourself a good name on another person's budget. Like, make it make sense. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that people who sincerely do it because they think what they have is small, so they want people to contribute so that they can have like more to go and give to the orphanage. And that's where I have another problem with these people, because what makes you think that what you have to go and give is small? Like, which Bible do you read? Don't you see the widow's mite? As in, have you not read that story of the widow's mite? If you have saved just 10,000, buy what the 10,000 can afford and go to the orphanage. There is this societal pressure that people want to take pictures, and they'll say, because I actually asked one person who created a flyer about her birthday going to the orphanage and all of that. I asked her, what is the aim of you wanting people to send you money for you to buy things to go and visit people for your own birthday, right? And she told me, oh, it's because her money she has is small. So I asked her, what's their definition of small? What do you mean by small? Like, what? Like, make it make sense, make me understand, right? And she tells me, oh, how will she buy just one bag of rice and carry it to the orphanage? She will take just one bag of rice to the orphanage. And I said, what is wrong with taking just one bag of rice to the orphanage? Why do we put ourselves under this pressure because we feel that, oh, the pictures other people take about going to the orphanage and the gifts they bring, they have 3 bags of rice, 25 liters of groundnut oil, a packet of spaghetti, packet of toiletries, and all of that. So you feel that your own gift is too small. It has to be a certain way, certain quantity for it to be considered as you have done something for that orphanage, right? If you really want to help these children, you help at your own level. You will not come and force people. And the reason why I had that conversation with that girl was because she started giving me conscience talk like I was a bad person because I just did not want to give her money to add up and go and buy her stuff she was going for the orphanage. I'm like, if I don't contribute for your going to the orphanage, it doesn't make me a bad person or a wicked person. You don't know my own acts of charity I do, right? Just because I don't make flyers and I don't post it doesn't mean I don't help the poor or I don't help the needy. Like, you guys have no idea. Of course, are there times when I want to do more and my finances do not permit me? Definitely. But do I come on here and say, if you don't give me money to do that, you are so wicked, God is going to punish you? So that's why I have a problem with people. You cannot make your plans. If things come up like, okay, they just sprout up and you need help to save a life, that makes sense to me. Like, you just need help this immediate moment to save a life, it just came up, it makes sense. But you will not sit at the comfort of your house on your bed relax and you think that, oh, my next step I want to go to the orphanage, oh, but I don't have money, oh, so I'm going to send out this thing for people to do this for me. That's why people will come for Christians and say they are being hypocritical, right? They want to do things for the cameras. Like, there are people who genuinely go to the orphanage because that's their aim, like that's their heart desire for their birthdays, to go and share the little they have in the orphanage. But there are other group of people who go to the orphanage because they want to show off. They want people to know that they are kind. Like, those are attributes that speak for themselves. You don't need to prove it to people. You don't need to prove it to a large group of people. You don't need to go around saying it and say, oh, I'm kind, people should see I've done this act of kindness, it means I'm a kind person. It just doesn't make sense for me. After all is said and done, please, let's check our hearts, right? There is a reason for everything, right? I cannot come on here to defend all Christian content creators as well, because there are people who actually do those things for the wrong reasons. So I'm just here to encourage us all. Whatever you're doing, whatever act of kindness you're doing, whatever thing you're praying or you're worshiping, whatever thing you're doing, just always ask yourself, what do you want to gain from that? Like, what is the motive behind that? And if we're being honest enough to ourselves, and if you actually do the proper self-introspection and you don't lie to yourself, you will get to know there is a time when we're humans, right? Blood runs through our veins. You'll know that there is a time where it is pride that is pushing you to do certain things. It's for human validation that's pushing you to do certain things. It's not because you actually want to do it, or it's not because it's coming from your heart. The people who do things just because they want to prove something to the world, right? And when they start doing something, they'll be like, I cannot leave it halfway. People should not think that I've left it halfway. I have to now put up a show for continuity, for consistency, right? And all of that. So I just want you to check your hearts, please. At the time when I helped that girl at the hospital with her premature baby, putting it on social media for me was the right reason. I had the right reason of putting her story on social media, right? And speaking of that girl, I think I did not update you guys here. We lost that kid. I think I showed you guys a vlog where she was fine, she became healthy, she was feeding well, and she was discharged from the hospital. Eventually they went home and everything was good. And fam, that kid died in her sleep, right? She choked in her sleep, and before they could realize it, that she was choking in her sleep, it was already too late. She had already choked to the point where she was really giving up, right? So that's how that kid died. The kid didn't die because she lacked medical facilities or all of that. The kid was okay. We bought clothes for the kid, gave her money, we're feeding her, like all of that. I'm so grateful for you guys yet again. I feel like thank you is not enough. Thank you so much to every one of you who contributed that time. But it's very unfortunate that kid died because the kid choked in the sleep. So it's not because we didn't do our own part. We did our own part, but God knew best, right? I was probably supposed to update you guys immediately the kid died, but for some reason, I don't know, I just kept on forgetting that I had not updated you guys. But yeah, that is it. I think we've come to the end of this video. I think the message has been passed across. Please, if you did not take anything from all this my plenty talk, please, these are the points I want you to take, right? When you see a Christian content creator posting out something on their page, their channels, or their social media platforms, be it they are praying, they are worshiping, they are doing acts of charity, they are carrying out good works, anything like that, please take what you can take from that post and leave the rest to them. If they are doing it for human validation, leave it for them and their God. If they are doing it for whatever reason, whatever selfish reason they are doing, just leave it for them. Take what you can take for yourself. If it reminds you or it motivates you to go and give to a needy person, or it motivates you to pray to God at that time, or it motivates you to sing this particular song to God at that time, just take the good you can take and leave for them. And those of us who are doing the acts of kindness, of prayers, of anything on the other end, right? Let's always check our hearts to make sure that we have the right reasons why we are doing and posting what we do and post. Amen. Amen. If you stayed till this point, thank you so much. You're the real MVP. I'm truly grateful. Please make sure you subscribe down below, and I'll see you all willingly by the help of God on my next one. Bye.